You're gonna have to compensate for my You can put that back. You're gonna have to compensate for my lack of energy today. You think you can do it? You think you
in the mood I'm in? Oh man, they're gonna like. This is gonna be like the temple. Welcome to Nerd Out in the Temple of Doom.
Welcome to another episode of
Nerd Out.
I am Randy. This is Brian. I guess happy holiday, Passover, happy Easter, whatever you rock.
Man. Yeah.
Easter bunnies and prophets.
Candy.
And candy.
Candy.
Candy
it's
and matzah.
Candy.
Yeah,
matzah.
candy and matzah. What a combination. All I got new is I got the KidsLogic. I'm gonna get this energy going. The KidsLogic. It's weird because it's Robotech / Macross Hikaru Ichijo. Say it.
Ichijo.
Or in my language it'd be Rick Hunter. I always know him as Rick Hunter, but I do
you
like
can call
saying
him Dick if you want.
Dick, Rick,
Richard.
How did Dick become short for Richard?
I don't know, but it's awesome. If my name were Richard, I'd be a Dick.
That's like Chuck and Charles.
Call me Dick.
You would definitely be a Dick.
Call me Dick.
Chuck and Charles doesn't make sense to me either. Like, I don't understand, like, how those became universal nicknames.
Speaking of things that don't make sense, let's talk about
all
this.
right.
Yeah, man.
So this appears to be, like, both Harmony Gold and it's, like, both Robotech and Macross, which one is American, one is Japanese, and it's considered a 1/6 scale or 12-inch action figure, and I've sworn off 12-inch action figures, but... Except for the ones I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. So I'm not a 12-inch expert.
How many do you buy before you admit you're in a 12-inch?
I'm not.
You keep buying them and say you're not though.
I
don't have a problem with this. I swear to God, I don't have a problem with that. I swear.
I admit my problem, but the problem is I don't like the 1/6 scale. It's just that when they make there's certain characters that they can make at any scale and I'll buy. So here like Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight. I'll put Rick Hunter on that list, and these are like the ultimate childhood heroes. I'll put Pee Wee Herman on that list, but like I don't need action figures necessarily, but he's like one of those like childhood heroes that I would like who would be your guys? Who would be like anytime they make a toy of this is you would have to represent. Oh, Flash Gordon, I would have like Sam J. Jones, Flash Gordon. I gotta represent.
G1 Megatron, man. Like pretty much.
That's it.
As of right now, I try to get at least one of every mold of Valkyrie, of like a DX Chigoken Valkyrie when it comes out.
But as a childhood, your heroes, like your childhood heroes, like if they revealed some sort of statue toy,
like a Mike Donovan. I'd be all about it.
Who's Mike Donovan?
Like Mark Singer from V.
Okay, there you go.
Like I'd be all over that if they did like.
Right.
Like,
if they
in the sweet 80s jacket,
right.
Nut huggers and everything, I'd be into it.
Was he the hero of V?
Yeah.
V is one of those shows that I watched as a kid, and the only thing I remember is the visual, two things. The visual of the lizard face, and then the bad guy, female bad guy leader. Diana. Because she was...
First crush?
She was not my first crush, but she was definitely like... I think that was my introduction to bad girls. Like, I was like, oh, the bad girls. Her and, I always say, what's her name for Flash Gordon? Princess Allura. The bad girls. So anyways, so I got this Rick Hunter, and I continue to buy these 1/6 scale figures, even though I swear off. And I'm not sure, like, I think it looks really good first and foremost. Like, it looks good. Like, right? Would you agree?
It's high quality. The stitching looks good, all that. I just don't like that outfit, man.
You don't like the outfit?
I like the bell bottom. I like the cheesy, naval outfit.
This is his flight suit.
Yeah.
I prefer the flight suit.
I like the flight suit from the movie, like the darker color one.
But you like his like, what was it, his air
cheesy
show? Was that his air?
No, the red outfit. Yeah, that's not super cheesy,
yeah, that's cheesy, too.
But they'd have to make them shorter.
But you like the bell bottoms.
I like the bell bottom, like the standard naval outfit with the jacket, tunic. Yeah.
All right.
Like, it's cheesy,
but really, it's not a whole lot different than this. This is the pimp collar, though.
Yeah,
the collar is awesome.
That is 170s collar.
Yeah, that is a 170s collar. I really like the look of the figure. I just really don't understand it, because here's what it is to me. And again, I think to me it's a posable cloth material statue, because this is all padding.
Yeah.
And it feels like there's a wire in there, and it's all supported by padding.
Like, is he meant to go with that crazy cockpit that they
I don't
made?
know.
I think he's meant to go with that.
I think you might be right, but, like, I am scared. I am not moving that. Like,
yeah,
I think its sole purpose is to stand on the shelf
cool.
and just look cool, which is fine because it's not like I'm gonna put him in necessarily put Rick Hunter in action poses. But with that said, like, I don't know what it is. Like it's marketed as. It's got good weight, by the way. I do want to mention it has some solid weight to it. It doesn't feel cheap, but like it's advertised as, what is it? One action figurine.
Action figurine.
Action figurine. I'm not sure that I'm going to classify that as an action figurine, but it is.
Wow, that's a fair statement. It's a figure that has some articulation, but you shouldn't articulate it. It's there.
How did you get that from action figurine?
But I'm saying no. I'm saying
right.
it's what it is because it's not a figurine. It moves.
Okay.
It had, but you
I
shouldn't
get
move it,
what you're
so
saying.
It's sort of a
I get what you're saying because by using the word figurine,
it's a figurine with action.
I see. All right, I'll go with that.
It makes sense. I think that's pretty accurate.
All right, I'll go with that. That padding thing. Have you ever dealt with? You're a little bit more versed in 1/6 scale, maybe.
Oh no, man.
Okay. Have you ever
Darth Vader? That's it.
What do you think about that? Like that's going to.
That is weird.
That is weird.
That feels fleshy.
Yes, so it feels. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Is that their intention? You think?
Probably. Ooh, that's creepy.
That is kind of creepy.
It's weird. It's cool though. I mean, it probably. That's how they get it so tight and get human contours
yeah,
on.
I guess you're right. They probably. I thought it was like a cotton-esque material, but
we got to take his clothes off.
no, I'm not. I'm not.
I wouldn't. I don't think you would.
Because I think that's made to be displayed and then deteriorate over years.
Yeah, I don't think that's. It is a real zipper, but
yeah,
this
that's
would not
true.
survive taking it off. I mean,
no, and I wouldn't try it. I think it looks good, but I think it basically serves the same purpose as, I'll show you this thing. I don't remember who made this, but this was like, again, I buy Rick Hunter, and it's just like, it serves the same purpose, except like this doesn't have any articulation, but ultimately, that's what you're gonna do with it.
I just wish somebody would make Zentradi's of these, so you could put them with the mecha and they'd go together.
Oh, they're coming out with that company. I don't remember. They're coming out with a $30 retie.
Sweet.
And it's going to be scaled to the high metal. But you're not going to buy it anyway. And it's $30 and you're not even going to touch it.
Yeah, I'm not into it, but I know a lot of people will.
Right, but you're just saying, like, I wish they would make this, and then they are, and then you have no interest.
Fine, you want me to get it? I'll get it.
I'm getting it, so it
$30,
doesn't matter.
I don't care. And it's high metal scale, I'll get it. Why not? I mean, it's not my thing, but if they're going to do it, do something that a lot of people will get.
Right.
I can't see that being a huge seller.
No, I can't either. I think they do. It looks beautiful. I do wish also, he comes with this beautifully painted helmet. It's really well done. I'm scared it's going to scratch. He cannot wear the helmet. I thought maybe you could take off the hairpiece and put the helmet.
We can hold it.
He holds it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Again, it's a one-trick pony. Maybe not a one-trick because you can move the arms a little bit. But essentially, this is how he's going to go on my shelf, and you'll probably see it. He's gonna.
Not bad.
Yeah, he's gonna hold. He's gonna hold that. It looks really good. It has a really.
Does he come with the stand?
Yeah. Thank God, because I don't know how he would stand on his own. I'm gonna put this down because I don't want it to launch off. It looks really good, and it's for a person who just wants a Rick Hunter on their shelf, I guess. It was priced well. Like I think it was like under $140 for like. So if you think about like because if this was priced at the Hot Toys price and only came with this helmet that didn't fit on, I couldn't. I'd be. My head would be exploding.
I think his civilian fatigues in the movie would be a sweet figure. Like the T-shirt with the 7 on it and the vest, like the drug dealer in Outland. It's like the same outfit. But
see, this is why I want 3 3/4 inch, or I'm looking forward to that Kids Concept 6-inch figure if that ever comes out. It's gonna be a 6-inch scale because I want like Captain Global. Yep. I want Rick Hunter in his bell bottom look. Like I want him with his T-shirt and slacks or whatever. Like I want the whole Robotech world. This doesn't work for it. This works for like a standalone piece, or I guess if you buy that giant.
Would you want a Max?
This
like
big?
This? Yeah, a Max and a Ben.
It would be cool.
Roy.
I'm only gonna get the Rick at this. Like it does nothing for me beyond representing my love for Rick Hunter. And like I said, I buy everything Rick Hunter. Let's go back to the beginning of Rick Hunter. Do you remember these Matchbox? Oh man,
that's the helmet?
Dude, yeah. Dude, that hair, man. You looking at that? That is awesome. This helmet, yeah. I pulled that out of the box. The box. Remember, it was like the first time a toy line like did that like weird like angular box.
Wow.
And these were marketed. These were marketed towards girl collectors, I think. Because I mean, look at that hair. That hair is massively awesome.
That is.
If I could transplant that into my head, I would
rock
rock
it.
it.
I'd do anything to have hair.
I would rock. That's like some John Stamos '80s stuff right there. That's fantastic.
Now, who made this?
Those are Matchbox.
These are Matchbox. So
that's deteriorating too. Like
who made Barbie?
Mattel.
So this is its own mold.
Yeah,
this mold has never been used on anything.
Not to my knowledge. I mean, again, I don't really know how that worked.
I'm so impressed that they came up with their own.
Yeah, they did a Dana
like
Sterling.
They
did at least. Do you remember them?
Yeah.
And then they would make like little like outfit play sets. I think they even made like a hovercraft.
Did they make though? I saw pictures of them. Did they actually ever come to market?
Yes, but I think that there was a series of.
This is a piece of shit.
It is. It's. Look, this was a boxed piece and it's sticky. It's got this like it's not for me. It's got like the weird like toys like after a period of time get like a layer of like I don't know the plastics become sticky.
Feels like Buck Rogers.
Yes,
like a Buck Rogers style. Yeah.
Yes.
The Star Trek ones were like that too. Like
yes.
you get the clan like
Star
from
Trek,
the motion picture. It was
the Buck Rogers and Star Trek ones. Their heads would turn color.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is what I want. I just want a nice little 3 3/4 inch. It's actually the first time Toynami has done something that I've really, really been passionate about. That hair, though, I can't get over it. And then you gotta love the OG. These were the old Matchbox figures. They were actually poorly done figures that I love.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They're not that poorly done.
You don't think so?
Not for the day.
Well, the thing is they were designed to look like G.I. Joe.
Yeah, and they got chunky asses.
Yeah, they like also like. It was kind of interesting because they have like really high waists, like anime.
Yeah.
Like I think it was intentional, but the paint jobs were sloppy. They were really hard to get. I remember KB, like some of the figures you couldn't find. You couldn't find Lunk. You couldn't find Scott Bernard. Miria didn't get released till Harmony Gold re-released them like in the early 90s. You remember your brother went to England?
Yep.
And he brought them all back?
And I just remember these were inconsistent because if you get to Dana Sterling,
yes,
she's rubbery. And this guy feels solid.
Are you sure that Dana Sterling was rubbery?
I thought so. Same with the Scott Bernard. He doesn't feel... This feels like hard plastic. I thought the Scott Bernard felt like softer plastic.
The helmet of Scott Bernard
and
Dana Sterling
for sure.
were rubbery. Yeah. The Dana Sterling was a really good figure.
I love that figure.
The package art of those were, great. To this day, like probably behind G.I. Joe and GoBots, probably my favorite card art. I don't know. I remember as a kid... You know how, like, G.I. Joe would always, like, a new series would come out, and then in the back of the package you would see the new characters before they came out or whatever? I remember dreaming that I would one day go into KB or Kittyland, which was my local store, turning the back of the package of Robotech and see pictures of Captain Global, Ben Dixon, maybe, like you said, like a Rick Hunter in a different outfit.
Dr. Lang would have been sweet.
Yeah, the micronized Entrati.
Yep.
But it was never to come to fruition, and that was it. Have I told a million times my Scott Bernard order form story? I probably told a million times. So when I was a kid, do you remember the Robotech Comico comics? Mm-hmm. Okay, so in one of the Comico comics, there was an order form for these Robotech figures, and you could order them to this place called the Robot Store. I swear to God, I've been looking for it. I think I had the issue. I think it was Robotech New Generation number 4, and I can't find it. But there was an advertisement for this place called the Robot Store, and they had all the figures listed. And I could never find Scott Bernard or Roy Fokker or Max Sterling anywhere in the stores. And they had them all listed there. So I begged my mom to order Scott Bernard and my brother Roy Fokker, even though the real reason for having my brother order the Roy Fokker was so I would get it. So she said yes. We sent a check. And it never came. And then we were in the process of like a move. But this was like within like a 3-month, 4-month period. And so
you gave up on it?
No, I kept hounding my mom. I'm like, "Hey mom, did it what's going on?" She's like, "Well, the check never cashed." And we eventually moved, and I remember, like, can we go back to the old house and ask them if they ever showed up? And she's like, no, we can't do that. We're just going to have to accept the fact that they didn't show up. And I wonder if from the very beginning my mom never sent the check out. Like, I want to ask her, but she wouldn't remember that. Like, you
think your mom will lie to you about it?
I don't think so, but, like, as a parent, I think maybe, like, something so insignificant as a parent is such a big deal to a kid that, like, you just don't think that it, like, affected them. So, that it was such a big deal. Like, I'm still thinking about it all these years later, which is probably, like, 32 years. And to my mom, it was probably, like, barely on her radar. So, like, I'm not accusing my mom of not actually going through the process. It might be the robot store's fault for this. Like, maybe they caused such distress on my 10-year-old self because they never sent the product, because they never had it in stock, because I think that they were unavailable until KB finally got, like, a clearance deal with them. Like,
I got them late. I know I got it late. I don't think, I can't remember exactly.
I remember KB clearanced them out at $1.79 towards the end, and I remember...
But that was 88, probably, or before
They
that?
came out in 85, they were probably clearanced out in, like, 87.
Okay.
Like, that's how far after. I don't know, maybe my timeline is wrong, but that's how I remember it. I remember being much older and seeing them in a KB and flipping out.
I remember seeing them with SilverHawks.
That sounds about right.
Like,
wow.
I just remember SilverHawks were sort of new, but I wasn't into the toys because their masks, their masks.
That's right.
Like, I was pissed that, like, why would you not have, like, a removable mask?
And those
like,
masks were cool.
They were really cool, and I was like, how dare you? So I couldn't get into them.
SilverHawks were awesome.
They were awesome. But at that age, you needed the mask. Helmet, man.
I agree. Like,
makes anything cooler.
Well, with the second series characters, they started making, like, removable helmets.
Yep.
That would be something like SilverHawks is one of those toy lines that could probably survive a small manufacturer or small, like, a toy company like Boss Fight or something could make them, and they could probably succeed.
Would you want them bigger or 3 3/4?
I would probably want them a 6-inch.
Would you want them vac metalized?
Yes.
Yeah, me
100%.
too. You could never touch them really, but.
Well,
like, you have to touch them with gloves.
Yes, it would be unacceptable if they released SilverHawks with, like, the animation color, where it's like a gray. Yeah. Like, that would be unacceptable.
Well, or they would have to do both. They would at least have to do both.
Yeah, but I would have no interest in having, like, these dull, neutered, like, gray or like, cartoon colors. But I know there are a lot of people out there that would. But they do, like, now, like, they have really good paint jobs. Like, you know the new Silver Surfer Marvel Legend? Mm-hmm. Like, it's not chrome.
Yeah, but it looks like it from a distance.
Right. I could totally handle those colors. Yeah. My favorite character was Flashback because he was green. But he wasn't like in the... Sweet. Yeah, he was just
He had one arm uncovered, right?
Yes,
and a guitar?
Yeah. No, he didn't have the guitar. Guitar was Bluegrass.
Bluegrass,
yeah. Bluegrass flew the Mirage, which was one of the coolest... was it? I would consider it a starship, right?
I guess
it's like
fighter.
Not. Yeah,
it's bigger than a fighter.
That's right. Because it fit like the whole team.
Like SilverHawks and Wheeled Warriors.
Yeah,
had the coolest tech.
I don't remember the Wheeled Warriors tech.
I thought they were sweet looking. I never owned any.
Did you ever see any of the Adventures of the Galaxy Rangers tech?
Galaxy Rangers.
Hold on, can I pause this for a second?
You have to pause. Yeah. I think I have. I think I said I didn't like it because I didn't know what I was talking about. Like, I misremembered it as something else.
Dude, so I'm obsessed with Galaxy Rangers. It's the one toy line that I would totally buy everything, but they'll never make them because it's so obscure. But I was looking at this and I was gonna post you pictures because I was like, dude, come on.
Yeah, that's sweet. Oh God. Oh, that was almost like Captain Power.
Yeah, totally. Like, look at that.
Yeah, that's sweet.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's
right?
sweet.
I'll show you guys in the thing. And then they had the cool mechanical horses. You don't remember? Did you not watch the cartoon with Goose? Like, he was like Clint Eastwood.
I
vaguely
young.
Remember.
I probably saw a couple of them, but that was a Saturday morning, right?
Yeah, it was Saturday morning. My brother Mike and I would seriously like. That's awesome.
I think that aired when I took swimming lessons, to be totally honest.
You took swimming lessons?
Like, yeah, like when I was really young.
I didn't know that, huh? I mean, I guess why would I know that? But I guess I'm trying to visualize
My mom needed something to do with us on Saturday mornings, because, like, work, no babysitters.
Are you a strong swimmer?
Yes.
I'm a terrible swimmer.
Yeah.
I do the underwater frog swimming.
Nothing wrong with that.
But I can't do the actual, like, what is the technical swimming move. You know what I mean? Like,
just freestyle swimming.
Yeah, I can't do it. I look like a shark's got my foot and I'm like splashing around. But you know, I'm not the most athletic guy anyway. But I can rock a good frog swim, like underwater, get from one end to the other.
Most important stroke is backstroke.
I can do that.
Because that's like what will keep you alive. Because it's like I remember to get my scuba, my open dive license.
Ooh, you got that for real?
Yeah, a long time ago. I think I had to swim something like 3 miles.
Wow.
In a pool. But
you couldn't do that shit now.
It's easy. It wasn't hard.
Really?
You don't have to do it fast. You just have to do it.
Right.
It wasn't like you didn't even... I mean, I was winded because I wanted to get it done, but it wasn't that hard.
Oh,
it's all about just being able to stay above water for that long.
So that would be like on your back would probably be the best way to do that.
You could do it. You could do it on your back. You could do it forward. It was... I mean, I did it 20 years ago. I don't even remember.
I can rock a doggy paddle. That's good. That's good. I grabbed... Speaking of... Back to Robotech real quick. This was... I picked this up. It's missing an arm. But this was the best Veritech toy ever available in the U.S. market. The little Pudgy from Matchbox with the rotating thing.
Yeah, those are... Why did they not use that tech for the big guy?
I have no idea. Like,
or even
now,
today.
Even
like,
today.
That is such a superior way of doing a heat shield.
It is, and look how thin it is, too.
Yeah, it works perfect.
Why don't they use that?
I think because the contour of the heat shield is different from the canopy. You know, because it like goes over and like the way they transform, it seals up a joint or something like that.
It's such a fun action feature. You know, I kind of miss a little action feature here and there. Like if an action feature on a toy doesn't interrupt the actual sculpt of the toy. Like SilverHawks, I guess, had like a reasonable action feature, or like Kenner Superpowers. The whole...
I hated those.
You did?
No, I loved the way those figures looked. I thought the features were like really messed them up.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought they were totally appropriate. How did it mess them up?
Because it messed up posing, which I guess they weren't
Yeah,
that
but they
posable
were...
anyway. But and I guess as a kid they were good, but for longevity, because they break.
They did break. Like there's Calibax's arm breaks off, but I loved them. Oh man, like
I didn't own a lot of them.
Oh man, I to this day, Superpowers remains my single favorite superhero action figure toy line.
Because the sculpts are perfect, the packaging's perfect, they look just like the source material. I mean,
and it was such a good era of comic books. Yep. Like the such classic DC,
mid 70s.
Yeah, like
just
early 80s, like post Super Friends.
Yeah,
and then like whatever, I don't know. They were just like straight up to me. That was like my vision of comic books as a kid. And the Green Lantern was my favorite, and I could find them. It's just that like I got into it late. I remember looking for Green Lantern, couldn't find him, and so I bought Dr. Fate without a knowledge of who the character is, but Dr. Fate was so cool.
Straight up Batman was my favorite one.
Yeah, that was a great figure.
I love that figure.
That was a great figure, man. Kenner Superpowers, man. I got a complete run, and I think that and Battle Beasts and my Machine Robo collection are the 3 collections I probably would never say goodbye to. Because I am starting to thin my herd, I think.
See, yeah, that's the outfit.
This is the one you like?
Yeah.
This is Macross.
Hey.
Oh, this has a little bit of the
I mean,
flesh
that
too.
figure's terrible compared to that figure.
You do think so?
Yeah, that's way better. But if you were in that outfit, man.
This is fleshy and squeezy.
And does he glow in the dark?
Why would he glow in the dark?
Because the part where he got caught under the ship, he went,
I don't remember
up his shoulders and they could see. And
that's from Do You Remember Love? It's so weird that my whole life... I guess I remember. I didn't see Do You Remember Love till like...
Yeah, you were a late bloomer on that. Yeah, man.
Well, I mean, you didn't have access to it until the day of like...
KB. Really? I wanted Robotech. That video, shitty videotape was at KB for like $1. I'm like, Robotech.
Really?
That was it on. I'm like, this isn't Robotech.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was pissed. I hated it as a kid.
I had no idea. Was it marketed as Macross or Robotech?
It was marketed as Robotech Clash of the Bionoids.
So it was really?
Yeah.
So it was actually purchased from Harmony Gold.
It had nothing to do with Harmony Gold.
But it would have to if it was marketed as Robotech.
It was called Clash of the Bionoids. Maybe it didn't say Robotech on it.
Okay. So what made you... Did the cover look like...
Yeah. The cover had the SDF1. I'm like, that's SDF1. I need this. And I put it on, waiting to hear the Robotech thing. And I'm like, whoa. And even as a kid, I'm like, this looks a little better.
Yeah.
What the hell's wrong with their voices?
Do you think it looks better?
Yes.
It does look better, like, as far as, like... But I like this... I like this character design better.
I don't.
You do? You like the other
prefer
flight
the movie.
suit?
Yeah, like I think this is like if I could insert this into this show, it would be perfect for me. Yeah, I like the way the movie looks.
I think
I like the outside of the TV SDF one more.
Okay.
I like the more simplified.
The TV.
But the inside, I like the movie.
I don't think I can be objective about it because I think
I love them both.
I think I like Robotech designs because that's what I have grown up with.
Me too.
I definitely think I sincerely like this flight suit better than the movie one, but the movie one is a little bit more badass, I guess, because you take out the reds and it looks a little bit more.
They need boots. Like the one piece is so silly.
I love the one piece. Dude,
it looks so juvenile to me. It reminds me of like the uniforms that like they wore in the J.J. Abrams Star Trek in the beginning.
I can see that. Or what about next generation's onesies? Where
I hated those too, man.
Maybe one pieces don't translate well.
They don't.
In real
don't
life.
do it. No one piece ever. No person ever looks flattering, and I don't care how much you work out, how much you do anything. What you look like a cheese dick. In a zip up.
I want to argue with you, but the thing is,
I think
you're right. I want to play devil's advocate so bad,
yeah.
but I think you're right. I think that to pull off a onesie,
there are two people
who
can pull off a skin tight white outfit.
All right,
who are they?
Elvis.
Well, okay, not counting Elvis.
Okay.
In sci-fi.
In sci-fi. Well, I would say Rick Hunter, but Buck Rogers.
Yes. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Was that a onesie?
Dude, it wasn't, but it was so tight and he was so hairy.
Tight white, to wear tight white, you have to be a very confident person.
Yeah, and he was not like a buff.
No,
but he was the 70s in shape.
You knew that he was going to get old.
Big, and fat. He's gonna get big and fat one day. I mean, he looked good. Like he looked like 80s good, you know.
He has to be a hero. I mean,
everybody
to be
hated
so
those outfits, though.
Yeah, I liked him.
I liked him too.
Erin Gray
in the show they hated him.
Spectacular in that white outfit.
She looked hotter in the dress outfit, though.
I don't remember the dress outfit.
The dress outfit was the same pants, but sort of like almost like the Robotech, like a bigger jacket, blue. They were cool.
I think Sam J. Jones rocked a onesie in Flash Gordon.
But
not white. Not
white, but he could have rocked it hardcore too.
I think I want to try rocking a onesie. I did have a Star Trek Next Generation outfit back when we used to work at the sci-fi
Kenny tried
shop.
to get me to wear one for a day.
I did.
When we were working. I'm like, I can't. I can't do this.
I'm in. If I could get a onesie right now, I would rock
I'd do a season 3. They're still like skin tight, but they're two pieces.
Yeah, those were better.
Hence the drinking game where Picard's always like pulls his shirt.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it's a drinking game. Every time he pulls his shirt down, you drink, you will get drunk.
Definitely, you're right. That like I can't look. I think it's tough to argue. Onesies are just traditionally not going to work out.
Did you finish Star Trek yet, by the way?
I have one more episode to go.
Okay.
So you have to hold off. I will say it is definitely getting better, but it's also
It's about to end.
Yeah. I was gonna kill you when you texted that.
Well, dude, that's been on TV Guide for months. I mean, that's all.
TV Guide? Who reads
whatever.
TV Guide?
I don't read TV Guide, but it's been all over the internet. It's not a spoiler.
Yeah, but I try to avoid that stuff. Like, right now, there's all these, Avengers Endgame spoilers.
There's a ton of stuff.
Don't read that shit, people. Don't, I want to yell at people for spoilers, but, I mean, I'm not going to single-handedly end the spoiler thing. It's just that, I know people, but the thing is,
the spoilers are getting out in weird ways because there's comic books that are jumping, that are spiking in price.
Mm-hmm.
So it's if you know what happens in the book, it's a possible spoiler.
Okay, but that's fair. You just have to, accept that.
So if you want to find out what happens in the book, you read it, and if you don't, you don't.
Right, and I'm okay with that, but it's the spoilers, I do like
Why?
to
What did you hear?
Well, I didn't hear anything. I just read that there was, the Russo brothers sent out a letter, begging people to just, not spoil a film for people, which I think is reasonable.
Why would somebody want to, though? I don't get that. I would, and I mean, especially that movie.
Yeah.
What I don't get is people that want spoilers.
I don't want spoilers.
I don't want to know a good goddamn thing.
You know what I want, and I will confess this, is I want to see, pictures, but I don't want like a scene where, like a spoiler scene where, like, you know, where Rey's got a lightsaber and like a spoiler
in Kylo or something.
But I want to see, I want to visually
see pictures.
Right.
Like what the hell could that possibly mean?
I'm cool with seeing like a picture of like Iron Man's new suit, like an action pose or something like that. I'm good with that. I just don't want to find out the conclusion of a film or even things that would lead to the conclusion.
I wonder how close it's going to be to the book.
That's a good question.
Because it's sort of.
Do you know it? Do you know the book? I don't.
More or less.
Okay, I don't.
That was too. It's nothing close. Like it's missing characters. Like in the book, half this was done so Thanos could impress Lady Death.
Oh, I don't think that's the
because he was
situation.
in love with her. Yeah, I mean, it's not even related. It's left out. But in the book, it was a big. She was a big.
I think they rewrite it like Game of Thrones, which again you didn't watch. I'm totally all in tonight. I think it's like the story shares the same essence in some of the key things, but I think like ultimately like how they get there is like a different direction.
Game of Thrones is nuts. Like the fan. I know. I love the fandom. Like my Aunt Patty. One of the most social people in our family. She's always the one. Why do you guys leave it so early? Let's get coffee after dinner. Last Sunday, she's like, I'm out. I'm out. Gotta get home for Game of Thrones. And I just thought it was really funny.
I force my kids to go to bed an extra hour early. I'm like, look, I don't care what you guys do today, but if you guys screw up my Game of Thrones time, I'm gonna go.
Should I take the Game of Thrones challenge?
What is the Game of Thrones challenge?
That I start season 1.
Yes.
And I get all the way through it before the last episode airs. Is that possible? Can I do it in 4 weeks?
Yes,
I'll bet I can do it. I'll bet you I can do it.
You know what? You should, and you'd benefit from it because it is a great television show.
I loved it, but the whole thing is, like, for the first 4 seasons, I've seen them.
Yeah.
I was just too lazy. Like, I don't know if there was a hiatus or what, but I got out of rhythm. And, you know, sometimes you have to go back and rewatch everything before the season that comes out. I was too lazy to do that.
And that would be
so
reasonable.
I stopped.
Yeah,
like, I saw the first episode of season 5, and I'm like, I gotta rewatch, and I just didn't, and that is the only reason I loved it. Like I loved it. I thought it was awesome.
My wife and I, we forgot what was going on, but we just watched the final episode from last season.
Yeah.
And I felt comfortable enough that I could continue. Like I was like, all right, I have the basic outline of what I need to remember. Speaking of TV shows, we didn't talk about. They showed the Mandalorian trailer. Dude, I don't know why they don't release that like an official because like the only way to see it
is like a
camcorder. But I assume you watch the camcorder.
Oh God, yeah, that looks great.
It looks great.
Yeah.
I got to be honest with you, Disney's gonna get my money.
Me too.
Me too. So they also bought Fox too.
Yeah.
So that means that Disney.
X-Men.
Yeah, well,
Wolverine.
Dude, I think that X-Men Phoenix. That's
I'm
garbage.
seeing it. I want to see. I don't care.
I'll go
think
with you, but it looks garbage.
I'm undecided. I mean, the newest trailer may look
better.
A little better,
yeah,
but it doesn't look good.
I like Jennifer Lawrence. I hate her as Mystique. I think that
they're playing their character wrong. Like she's just a character. She's Magneto's sort of like sidekick.
Yes,
she's a sidekick.
They snagged a superstar actress before she was a superstar.
Yeah,
and they're totally utilizing or they're taking advantage of her contract as best they can.
Yeah, and I love her as an actress.
Me too.
I think she's great.
She's not a good Mystique.
You don't think so? Mm-hmm. I think she's okay. It's just the writing is like she's not.
It's soap opera writing, man.
Yeah.
But Mandalorian looks great. Disney's gonna get me. Like I think it looks good.
Yeah, and I think he looks so much cooler in that outfit than Boba Fett ever did.
You do. I think
because
a lot of
people fills it right. He shrunk the helmet, made the body bigger.
How tall is what's his name? Pedro
Pascal.
How tall is he? Is he because like Jeremy Bullock was a short dude, right? Boba Fett was like maybe like a little bit taller, like your height, like 5'10". Maybe.
I guess, but like if you look at,
I liked that.
Like Boba Fett in the movie doesn't look like Boba Fett the figure. It looks like a little dude with a bobblehead. Like when you really see it,
it's like a TIE fighter pilot.
Yeah, exactly. Where it's like this dude, they shrunk the helmet.
Really?
I think the helmet looks a little smaller, so it makes him look right. It looks like menacing, where it's like Boba Fett looks like a bobble helmet.
Yeah, I could see that.
Not in the way they.
Not like a TIE fighter pilot though. TIE fighter pilot really looks like it's a bobblehead.
Yeah.
Do you think that this show is going to destroy the popularity of Boba Fett because they're gonna basically take the reason why Boba Fett is popular is because he looks cool.
Yeah, I think it's gonna make it cooler.
It's gonna make it cooler.
This show looks good. The only thing
it does look good.
The only thing I don't like is
Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers. What else do you want? And he looks good.
He does look good, man.
I've seen him in other movies. He didn't look this good. He looks good.
Yeah. You were saying the spaceships. You don't like
Battle Beyond the Stars. It looks like just.
The only one. The only one I remember is there one looks like it's from Firefly. Would that be a good way to describe it?
Yeah, it's just like I didn't. I mean, I know people love that stuff, but
I don't mind it, but it's not my Star Wars. But
they got models.
I heard they're doing models.
Yeah,
I'm excited for it, man. I'm trying to figure out
6 years after Return of the Jedi,
which is great.
Yeah, I'm really curious about like. They can do whatever they want.
They can do whatever they want, absolutely. And that's a good time frame to like want to know what happened. Like honestly, like I'm not a huge fan. I don't really get excited of seeing stuff like pre New Hope. I don't know why. I just wasn't really that excited about it. But like between Return of the Jedi and now, like or post Return of the Jedi, that's exciting.
That's what I care about
too.
Because it's like
the rebuilding of like where does the universe go now? Like because just because you destroy the Emperor. Like there's still got to be evil shit going on. There's something going on. There's a lot of stories to be told there, and I'm golden for that.
The Empire was big.
That's right.
That was just a battle. I mean, there was.
That's right. I mean,
there was more of it left than got destroyed. You know.
Yeah, and like once the Emperor dies, does that mean Order 66 becomes completely like you know what I mean? Because like we don't even know were Stormtroopers technically clones at that point or no?
No, I think they were like conscripted.
Right, so they don't know what to do at that point, right?
Yes, yeah, but I mean, I know they cover it in a lot of the video games, which is canon. They say it's...
Alright.
But it's not like... The video games are cool.
That new video game, Fall of the Republic, looks good.
Yeah, but I mean, just they film movies for it. No, but I'd watch the movie footage in between the gameplay.
Yeah.
Like, I watch a lot of that on YouTube, but like, I forget what it was, but the one, like...
The new one?
Not the new one coming out, but the newest one that you can get. The story of it is sweet. You're like a special forces unit on Endor.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow,
on the bad guy side, after it gets after the Death Star explodes.
So do you play a bad guy or do you play a lost stormtrooper that has?
You play like a sympathetic bad guy.
Okay.
Imperial. I just watched the footage. Oh, the movie footage in between the gameplay, and it's like, oh, that's pretty good. I mean, it's like. I'm into it.
I watched some of I think it's the Fall of Republic new video game, and there were some points.
Fall of the Jedi Order.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there were some scenes in it that I was having a hard time telling what was CGI and what. I mean, look, technology is at a.
Well, a lot of it they shoot footage.
They do?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Do you think that they actually put all the special effect lights on, or do you think that they? I don't know.
I have no idea, but I know it's.
I always visualize it like you remember Ralph Bakshi animation back in the day.
Ralph Bakshi animation.
He did like Lord of the Rings cartoon. He did Fire and Ice. Fire and Ice?
Yeah.
So there were definitely a couple scenes there where like you could clearly tell that they filmed a guy running
and they
animated
just animated over it.
Yeah, I am a fan of Ralph Bakshi. I liked Fire and Ice. It's super corny. Have you ever seen it?
No, I've never. I know what it looks like. I've never watched it.
Can I lend it to you?
Yeah.
Or wait, do I even have it? Make sure you watch Fire and Ice.
I'll watch
it's one of those things like. I like the cheesy action adventure cartoons. Like there was a movie called Star Chasers. Did you ever see that? Put that on your list. Star Chasers. It was just like an animated like Star Wars type action adventure, like Titan AE.
Yeah.
How about Rock and Roll? You ever see Rock and Roll?
Nope.
Oh
Never
my
heard
God.
of that.
Rock and Roll is one of
you
the
gotta
coolest...
like text me or email me.
All right,
because I'll get it on Brightwood. I want to see this.
Rock and Roll was one of the coolest animated movies I've ever seen. It had Lou Reed in it. Yeah. It was all totally like who else? Iggy Pop was in it. I think Iggy Pop was the bad guy. Lou Reed, I think, did music for it. I mean, if you could convince...
Rock and Roll,
dude. It is awesome.
When did this come out?
Maybe like 81, 82.
Okay, so it's super. It's like heavy metal old.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's totally like Debbie Harry soundtrack. Like it is great soundtrack, great music, great animation, great characters, like pretty evil stuff. Like I don't know, I was a big fan. I think it was done by a Canadian company.
All right.
But it was one of those movies that when I was a kid, I had on TV. Do you remember On TV? It was pre-HBO.
On TV.
On TV. It was like the first iteration of cable. Or it wasn't necessarily the first, but it was the first iteration of cable that I remember.
I've never heard of it.
ON. Check it out.
ON.
It was like cable TV at its like infancy.
I just remember the old brown boxes with
yeah.
2-digit, like, you know, it just had 2 red digits.
Yeah.
Well, maybe 3.
Yeah. Do you remember the old HBO introduction for like the premiere movie, the 8:00 movie,
where it would be like the HBO coming through space?
Yeah, like they would go through a little like miniature of the town, and there'd be
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah,
it's like real Steven Spielberg.
Yes.
Yes, I do remember that.
That like that'll give you goosebumps if you watch it again. If you remember that. Other than that, I've been reorganizing my toy collecting, and I've been getting into the vintage collection big time. I got the
how can you not?
I don't know. I'm into it.
It's the best Star Wars line they've ever done. I think next to the original.
I agree. I got the TIE Fighter from Walmart on clearance for $40. It retailed for $80, which I think $80 for this is pretty high.
It's pretty steep.
I'm not saying I would be upset about it. I think
40
to 60.
I would rather get it for 40 or 60, but 80. I mean,
I think that's a little
paying
high
for that package.
Yeah,
I mean,
but these toys, like, man.
Yeah, I've had a couple of those.
You have?
Yeah, the white one was my favorite.
I didn't know it came with the TIE Fighter pilot.
That's really cool. Does he come out of the chair? Can I see
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta move. This even has the whole action.
How good did the wings stay on?
That's my problem.
They get cockeyed.
Yeah, that's like I love that action feature, but I think that if they would have eliminated it.
See, like, and it's funny. Mine was intermediate. It was the same outer mold, but it didn't have the seat in it. But it was,
really?
Yeah, and mine was white, but it was like it was like.
Do you like the white or the gray better?
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah,
but I liked the white because it had like a red tint to it.
Oh,
and it was just sort of like the cockpit had a red tint, and it was just like paying homage to the original toy, like the white toy.
But the white TIE fighters were in the movie, right?
They were closer to that.
Oh, they were?
And then blue.
Blue.
Yeah, it's like, I think that's probably the most accurate of what they're really like.
How accurate to scale do you think this is? I don't know why. I always figured they were bigger than this, but that's probably right.
I think that looks pretty good.
It does look good. My only complaint, and it's not really a complaint, it's a preference, is I do wish it had lights and sounds. Like, I wish these things, like, lit up and, like, it had that blue, but I think that's just nostalgia for me.
Yeah.
But for $80, like, I paid 40, so I'm okay with that. But for $80, throw in some electronics. Do toy collectors on our level of, like, I'm a collector, do you like lights and sounds in your toys, or would you rather not having the electronics and just have it be a replica?
It depends on, like, if I don't have to pay for not money.
Right.
If I don't have to pay in scalability or like making it chunky, then put the lights.
Or having like a button that just is out of place.
Like it'd be cool if it had like, what did they ever speak? Like
definitely. They had those.
If they said that stuff, and like if a Darth Vader type or follow me, like the Force is strong with this one. If they did stuff,
you like that?
Sweet. Yeah, that would actually be sweet.
I just like the beep, the whoosh.
So you just want ship noises.
I just want ship noises. Even though, like, if I am playing with this, I am probably making my own noises. I just like the action of, like, pushing the button. And I do like lights on a toy. I don't know. I think that's special, man. Like, the best, yeah, man. I love it. Like, it's like the old...
done right. Like...
Yeah. I just remember the old Star Destroyer playset with the Darth Vader chamber.
I've never seen that lit up.
Oh,
I've never seen it with batteries. I've never seen a working one, and I had it.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid, and my brother had it, and I remember it being like magical, like that clear
red.
Tint. Yeah, it was evil.
My brother had it, and I've never seen it lit up ever.
Oh man, I have one. But I stripped it for parts because I couldn't complete it, and it didn't have the top part for the battery cover, which means I could never test it. Good job with these vintage collections. I do think these wings are a little rough, but I do like that feature, the explosion. I wish they would make them a little easier to get, though, because they're making them a lot of Walmart exclusives, and the only figure I see on the shelf for the vintage collection is the Snoke. The Snoke, like that assortment, it's like, they gotta get these, like, I'm really looking for the Lando skiff, and it's a Walmart exclusive. I don't go to Walmart enough.
Lando the guard outfit?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that'd be sweet.
And I guess they just released a Target exclusive, which is better because I like going to Target of a Han Stormtrooper. So,
really?
yeah, if you find those people.
3 and 4th
inch.
Sweet.
Man. I'm in it. I gotta be honest, I'm kind of sucked into Star Wars again.
What are you gonna do? What's gonna be the next? What's gonna be the next HasLab? Predict it now.
That's a good question. I mean, they have to sort of either decide to go with the continuing theme of Return of the Jedi, or they have to decide they're going to open up a new idea. I say
do another movie.
I do too. I mean, look, I love your idea of the Han Carbonite Chamber. That would be awesome. But I think the Cantina would be, Mos Eisley's Cantina would be the best way to open up options.
If they do that, it has to have a dock. It can't be just the Cantina. It has to have like the alleyway where they were walking to Docking Bay 94. Because that could be big and cheap. I mean, a Docking Bay would be easy. You don't need to. You just need a wall with like a doorway that you could close or something.
Would you be okay if they made a basic Cantina playset and then as add-ons?
Yes, but not for $500. Like a $500 Cantina.
That would be huge. I would want one where it's like you can look overhead and like it's like, you know what I mean, like where you look down and you have everything.
I mean, that would be. I mean, if they
they don't have to do. They can do HasLab stuff without doing $500.
Yeah,
pieces.
yeah.
Like they can do $200 pieces.
That's what I'm saying. If they did a $200 one, I think that would be more effective.
I think it would be more effective too. $500 really, really, really prices people out.
I mean, but I wouldn't mind seeing like a blockade runner.
That'd be kind of boring though. Okay, how big would a blockade runner be? 5 feet, 6 feet?
Yeah, they could almost do it the same size as that.
So if they did a blockade
preferably
runner,
bigger.
What was the interior of the blockade runner?
The beginning of A New Hope. Have that whole scene like the hat.
So you would
in
have
the hallway.
That would be cool, man.
But it would have to be big because that hallway ran sideways.
Yeah, there's
not
no way.
I mean, yeah,
there's no way. I don't know. That's a good question. I am saying this now. I'm really into the vintage collection. I really hope that they make them. I hope they build better assortments where they, there's 12 new characters in assortment. Make them available. Lower the price by a couple dollars. I mean, if they're going to increase production, lower cost a little bit, keep the articulation. If you have to keep the price up to keep quality, I'm good with that.
Would you buy like a 6-pack of figures that are all related? So if you have that thing, you get like all the guards or something like that to make it. But they probably charge you more.
Well, the thing is I am okay with that, but I think part of the appeal of the vintage collection is the package art, even though I open them. But like it's like that Luke Jedi, the Luke Skywalker 3-pack. It's like I love that, but I want to have them individually as well. So like that's the thing. Like they need to do. They're doing a 3-pack of skiff guards, and that's cool. Like
they should have 3 packs of every trooper. Of every like.
Oh, so you want to see like 3 Gamorrean guards?
That would be sweet. Yeah, like that too. Like. And stormtroopers, for God's sake, throw 4 in there.
That's not a bad idea, but if you're going to do that, they need to help the consumer by lowering the price a little bit.
Yeah, like make it worth their while.
Yeah.
Like buy 3, get 1, get the 4 free
like
or something.
A 4-pack for $30 would be great. Yeah. I think if they did that, they could sell it. Like, you could do Emperor's Royal Guard 4 packs for $30. That would be pretty reasonable. But I think again, I think we make up our own prices as we go.
Yeah.
What else is going on? You went to real quick. You went to a wrestling event, right?
Oh yes.
So tell me about it. So was this a backyard wrestling? Backyard wrestling?
No, this was legit. It was like Ric Flair was there.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
So explain what it is.
It was basically new wrestlers who I've never heard of. Not backyarders, but like
a small organization.
Smaller organization.
What was the name of the organization? Do you remember?
It was Legends of Wrestling.
Okay.
So it had like dudes from the WWE and the Hacksaw showed up.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan?
Yeah, he was there. Ric Flair was there.
Dude, my favorite was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
He wasn't there.
No, I don't know.
I don't know anything about wrestling.
Okay, but were you a fan of wrestling?
When
you were a kid? Really?
I mean, I went to WrestleMania 3, but...
You did?
Yeah, I was there.
At the Silverdome?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
But it was so huge then that everybody liked it. You know, I wasn't into it. I just was like like my family did the concessions at that place.
Wow.
So we went to everything during that time. So I went and yeah, man.
I remember as a kid, like once a month, they would replace Saturday Night Live with Saturday Night Main Event Wrestling, and it was awesome. I loved it. I mean, I like Saturday Night Live too,
I
but
didn't.
Really?
I mean, I like Saturday Night Live, but never watched wrestling. Like
really?
No.
See,
I didn't deserve to be at WrestleMania.
You
Let's
did
just
not
say that.
deserve.
I did not deserve it.
That was the single largest a sporting event ever at the time. Yeah, it was ever up until maybe recently. I think it was 80,000. I don't know what the number was. Yeah,
it was crazy.
I will confess, I wasn't a big Hulk Hogan fan, even though he was the hero character.
Yeah, but he was
And then wrestling, I gotta be honest, I don't watch wrestling now, but I remember I got kind of back into it when the WWF, I think it was still WWF, and then WCW was going toe to toe, and it was like who was gonna win the do you remember that whole era? It was on one side you had Steve Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and then The Rock, and then on the other side you had Goldberg, and I like Goldberg because he was a big, huge Jewish wrestler, and look, we don't have a lot we don't have a lot of
tough wrestling dudes.
So I was excited about that, and not only that, but he even stuck with the name Goldberg. I was that's me being all right. Go ahead.
I never realized how important the drama was.
Yeah.
Which makes me love it even more. And this
show
had
a
lot of it.
That?
This show had a lot of it, which is what made it fun. The backyard stuff, they don't really do the drama.
I think the backyard,
it's dudes cutting themselves up and scoring tables, and it's but no, these guys acted it out. They did their homework.
Right.
And it was fun.
There was a storyline.
There was a storyline. The tag team was great.
So
they were good, man. The audience was into it.
Yeah,
it was fun.
I think that sounds fun. I would love to go.
It was fun. It was a bunch of young families and their kids freaking out. It was awesome. But
where was it at? Was it
Fraser?
So was it at a flea market or you know what I'm saying?
It was at like a hockey rink, but a semi-pro hockey rink. It was big. I mean, they had concession stands.
Could you bring kids?
Yeah.
Really?
So a ton of kids.
Okay,
yeah,
so it wasn't blood
kids.
splurting everywhere.
No, I think it was for kids.
Okay.
So it was fun. It wasn't
you could bring a beer and grab.
They were there were waitresses and stuff. It was a high class event, man. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe high class.
High class isn't what I would say, but
it's organized.
It was organized. It was very professional. Very, very, very professionally done. I mean, Riff was there.
Okay.
It was a real deal, man.
So, watching the action, did it look like they were really doing their moves?
It looked like they were really doing their moves as well as wrestlers can do their moves.
Okay,
I mean, it's
like they were
when they throw a hit and they stomp it down. I mean, it doesn't really fool me anymore.
That's right.
But it was the acrobatics.
Yeah, it was
jumping up on a ladder. I mean, it's unbelievable because who would sit there that long and wait for someone to just
right.
But it was good.
Yeah.
It was no way, and this dude was 300 pounds.
Yeah,
I forget who he was.
big dude.
Guy could move.
Yeah,
he could. He did stuff. No one that size should be able to do that, and he did it. And
lots of painkillers.
There was a lot of athleticism out there, and I was impressed like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I bet it'd be fun.
It was fun, man.
The moment I was a wrestling fan as a kid, and the moment that I lost the illusion of wrestling was, I think it was WrestleMania 4. I don't know. Someone will correct me. But King Kong Bundy, the big match was the King Kong Bundy versus Hulk Hogan, and you see him pull a razor blade if you watch on the video, and he cuts himself.
No.
And my buddy had the video of it, and he slowed it down. He's like, "Look," and that totally ruined the illusion of. That was the moment when I found out that it was fake. But you know what? I think it's fun. I if it's on TV, and
I think they should keep blood out of it.
You
don't need to show blood. That doesn't make it better. Just
I agree.
Seeing a dude pick another dude up over his head, it doesn't matter if it's real. Pick me up over your head right now.
Yeah.
I'll let you do it. I mean, you can't. It's
Yeah, no, I agree. I think
also acrobatics. It's great.
I also think that like I noticed again. I don't watch wrestling. I catch it every once in a while. Like all the wrestling outfits are like all like everyone wears black and like I'm like I miss the days of, like the rockers where you're wearing like. Or the
Speedo,
hard foundation,
or the
like the
boots.
bright pink like boots. Like I was a fan
been
of it.
there.
What would be if you were a wrestler? What colors would you rock? Like what would be your I think
I would never be a wrestler ever.
But if you were, if you had to pick a wrestling,
I'd be a masked guy. I'd have a mask.
Okay. What colors would you go?
Are we assuming I'm in shape and like?
Yes, we're assuming.
Oh, I just do the straight up Speedo.
I would rock. I think I'm gonna go.
And I go barefoot. I think I do barefoot.
Barefoot.
Yeah, man. That'd be my gimmick.
Okay, so you're like okay, I'm gonna go straight up Optimus Prime colors. I'm gonna go with like all right, let's see. I'm gonna do high big blue boots, like nice bright blue. I think I'm gonna go with blue underwear, and then with an orange belt. Like an orange, like yellowy orange, and then I'm gonna go with like red streamers on like Ultimate Warrior streamers.
Sweet, yeah,
That's what I'm gonna rock.
I think, or I would wear pajamas.
Pajamas.
Like I would wear a robe out and take it off and hang it up.
I got it. You should wear a white onesie. You should be the guy who wears the white onesie. It all comes full circle.
Maybe.
That's it.
Maybe.
You're going to bring the white onesie not only back in the world, but in the wrestling world.
I wish I could start my own wrestling league. Like,
you
could make it so interesting. Like, I would never do it, but...
To write? I would
love to write it and create characters.
Yes.
Like, because, like, I'd have, like, a total Donnie Yen type guy.
Who's that?
From, from... Star Wars Rogue One. Donnie.
Okay.
I'd have a dude that's like that. They would have a robe and a staff, and like I'd get weapons in it, like staffs and stuff.
I would love to.
I would do the gimmick. Like I could get the gimmick part down. I would love to create gimmicks for people and like their shtick.
Yes.
Like
that would be a great career. Is to like create the characters. Like be like that. I would love to do it.
You'd have to go back to 80s style because that was fun. Like that was fun.
I agree.
It's
that was my point. I was trying to say like I turned on wrestling and everyone was wearing like tough guy like all black and like you know and I'm like let's get back to rhinestones.
Yeah, I want an animated crazy guy. I want the
like long blonde hair flowing.
Yeah, craziness, ridiculous.
Yes,
like,
make it over the top.
Yep.
I liked wrestling when it was over the top.
Yep.
White onesie, I might rock it for wrestling. So what else you got? Anything else?
I can't stop buying comic books to save my ass.
Yeah, you know what? And you're drawing.
Sorry. We lost the last couple minutes of our episode.
We did. Thankfully, it was only a couple minutes. So we were just. So that sucks, man. What a bummer when you look at it. And you're like, that's because we do everything so like
on the fly.
Yeah. We
what were we talking about?
We were talking. We just wrapped up wrestling, and then I think we were talking about your addiction to comic books. And I was asking you if you had gotten anything new or what your.
I'm just buying anything between 15 and 35 cents on the cover. That's cool.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you have established that's your time frame?
Yeah, that's my favorite. I mean, that's my favorite art.
I don't remember 15 cents being a bit. I remember 12 cents.
Yeah.
30, 35, 25. 15 cents would be like early
Hulk 181.
Oh, Hulk 181.
All that type of stuff. Like you know, you had the square box up in the corner?
Yes.
Like, most of the 15 centers have, like, the circle.
Would that be, like, 69, 68?
I think 69, but all through the 70s. Like, straight up, I think they went up to... There was 15, and then I think they went to 30. They went to 30.
Yeah,
and like,
that's a big jump.
Yeah, it was a big jump.
Man. And now they're like $3.99 each.
$4
I gotta be honest with you, I've kind of gotten into comics again, and like I'm looking for things to read.
Like I love comics. I don't like superheroes.
I like
for
superheroes.
Modern books. I love like
that's weird because
Age,
you like the most flashiest of like no maybe not. You liked I
loved Saga. I gotta get that back.
Yeah,
I love that stuff.
Yeah.
It's just I don't like what Marvel's doing right now. It's too like.
Is it too hard to just get into the whole world though? Is that what it is? I mean that's a big
like
part.
The old school.
Yeah.
I mean there's so much that I haven't read.
Yes.
That's good.
Right.
Although I want to get Eternal Hulk. I heard that's like.
Is that the new one? I heard that's good too.
Yeah, but it's already like you can't touch it. Like I guess you can get reprints of it. Like they're already on the 6th. Wow. I don't know the 6th, but like reprint of a reprint. Like it's that popular. People love it.
I love the Conan. Any recommendations for stuff to read?
Conan's going huge too.
Yeah.
I heard there's going to be a new team with Conan, Punisher.
That's crazy.
Like it's like somehow they're gonna cross him over and like. Yeah,
I'm looking for something that I can start that I would not have to go too far back and just sort of pick it up and read. But
I think you should collect Conan.
I have been, but I'm not going vintage. Like
why not?
Because I got enough issues going on in here. So anything else with you? You got anything?
Not that I can talk about here.
Okay. Well, big shout out to Patrick Ali at Howell Financial. You saved my ass. Thank you. I had to do that. It's my promotion. I really do appreciate it.
Promotion for what?
He saved my ass. Again, stuff off camera, but just real estate stuff. He saved my ass. He's great. Patrick Ali, Howell Financial. You're the man. So until next time, nerd out. Yours was like a sad nerd out.
Yeah.
What happened?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
I can't do it twice.
Oh, okay.